What's happening, y'all? It is your boy Keezy. It ain't easy being Keezy, and in today's video we're gonna talk about the swag boy era, which is kind of streetwear, kind of, but I'm gonna explain it to you in starter kit format. So the starter kit for the swag boy era, let's get it. Alright, so I gotta say this before I start the video because this one is difficult. Alright, this one's hard for me because during the times of the swag boy era, I kind of detached myself away from buying clothes and stuff, so I might miss some things. So if there's anybody watching that lived through the swag boy era and wants to correct me and or add on to whatever I'm going to say throughout this video, feel free to do it in the comments. We can definitely converse about it. It's a funny era for menswear. Youth wear? I mean, you get it. Okay, so I'm gonna explain the swag boy era in 3 different styles, right? And the first style that I'm gonna bring up, I guess I have to title them because otherwise it's hard to categorize this stuff, but I'm gonna title this first one the New Boys Swag Kit or something, okay? And I name it that because if anybody remembers who the New Boys are, the New Boys was like a rap group. It was only 2 guys. They came out with a lot of popular songs back then, and they came out with the song You're a Jerk, and that song dropped around 2009. And the New Boys had everybody dressing like this, exactly what you see here. All right, as far as I can paint that picture as best as I can for you, it was extremely skinny jeans, but it wouldn't just be any skinny jeans. Like nowadays people wear skinny jeans, it'll have like the ripped holes and stuff because they're trying to look like Fear of God and whatever. Back then it was like skinny jeans, but they had to be like super colorful. Red skinny jeans, I kid you not. Lime green skinny jeans, you know what I'm saying? Checkerboard was huge. Checkerboard skinny jeans, you know what I'm saying? And if they floated away from like the tall baggy t-shirts, it would get skinnier and skinnier and skinnier. So men's t-shirts ended up being this baggy, like down to here, and then it just got higher and higher and higher. And a lot of the t-shirts that these like jerkin kids, I guess you can call them, would wear would be these t-shirts that are just super skinny. So you'd have a super skinny t-shirt up top, a super skinny pants on the bottom, and when it came to the sneakers, they would always wear like high top Supras. I don't know if anyone remember those shoes, but goddamn, Supras was popular as shit back then. And when it came to accessories, they loved to wear the studded belts, because this look was kind of a combination of like punk rock. It was like punk rock infused into rap and hip hop, which kind of made rap a more of a pop sound. It just had more of a commercial feel to it at that point, thus the song You're a Jerk. I wish I could play the track for you, but you know, I'd get copyrighted and that's no fun. So there's a lot of things that go to this kit, and another really staple thing for this crowd of youth that were into this jerkin style, so to speak, was cut off jean jackets. I don't know why that mixed in with the look, but it mixed in and it worked really well. So when it came to the other accessories that they would wear, a very popular item that this group would wear would definitely be the G-Shocks. G-Shocks was banging during those times. I'm talking about it was going crazy. And speaking of accessories, not only do you got the G-Shocks, you also had the Goodwood chains. And I said this on a live that I did either on my channel or on AO's channel a while ago, is that you know, Goodwood chains was like the perfect marketing idea to the youth. So what Goodwood decided to do was like, hey, well, why don't we just make those same pendants? Let's make like popular looking emblems and pendants that kids love, right? The youth love, but let's make it out of wood, and let's make the chain out of wood and sell it to these kids for God knows what price that they actually charge for those things. I never bought one. I just knew that it was really popular. So moving on, to complete this fit would definitely be the hats. And this was also a big era where they would wear their hats, flip them this way, and they would like tilt it like this, and they would wear it like this all day, right? It was just big. I think Big Sean, he had to have been the one that really came in and made that popular. I don't know, but throughout this whole era, this swag boy era, it was a thing to have your hat tilted like this, but like far enough where it like just covers the eyebrow, like right there, and it's like, you know what I'm saying, you got swag, I guess. Okay, so let's move on. So I talked about the jerkin era, the New Boys look. Okay, that was like the mecca of the swag boy shit, you know what I mean? That's what kind of really brought in this whole skinny jean punk rock look with the rap music to go with it, right? More commercialized, whatever, what have you, okay? Then after that, during the same time, was also a combination of the swag boys that looked like this. If I were to just kind of sum up this look as best as I can, this crowd of people, which I felt like I was a part of this for sure. This was the pre-Hypebeast look. This is for sure the pre-Hypebeast look. This is like the stone-aged Hypebeast that has a little bit more of fitted clothes. They would wear a lot of sweaters and or hoodies, and the sweaters and hoodies would always be like bulls or something with like a red and black color, because they always love the colors of black, red, khaki, and that's what brought in the khaki shorts. A lot of people were wearing khaki shorts during those times, especially khaki cargo shorts they would be wearing. And when it comes to the feet, they would be wearing high socks. It would most likely be the Huff socks that were extremely popular. Then when it comes to the bottom, this generation of youth, beginning of the obsession of this particular demographic of people being into Jordan sneakers and anything revolving around it, whether it be the apparel and some of the vintage that goes along with it too. So they would wear like the Fire Red 5, the Grape 5, the Cement 3s, the Bread 4s, anything with that bread colorway. They would wear it. Of course, Jordan supplied so many different ones, but specifically though, the Cement Black 4s and the Cement White 3s, if I said that correctly. But specifically those shoes, and or the Cement White and Black 4s. Man. And if you weren't into the Bulls gear, and you're like, oh, I don't really want to buy the Jordan stuff, you'd buy Obey. Yeah, you'd buy Obey, because what's the colors of Obey? Is black, red, and white. Right, black, red, and white. And that was like the pre-box logo, right? Before the Supreme box logo became what it is now, right? And how you know, famous it is now, or infamous, if you will. The Obey box logo was huge. They would put it on the t-shirt super big here, and then they would sell the hats with Obey up top. Everybody, whatever Tumblr was promoting then, or people were posting on Tumblr, was a regurgitation of these types of fits. Okay, so hopefully I explained this last one correctly. And this last part of this styled for this swag boy kit is going to be this look right here. I call this, and I kind of deem it more to be like a Big Sean styled starter kit for the time, because Big Sean, as well, I mean, obviously Kanye, obviously Pharrell, and so many other different rappers, the Clips, you know, and all that stuff, influenced a lot of people on how they dressed of 2007 going into the early 2010s. But Big Sean specifically, because this was the time that he was really shining and he was gaining a lot of popularity. And of course, how can you bring up this era and this dressing style in this last kit without bringing up Tisa, right? Tisa was going stupid back then. If I really think back at the time, Tisa was a brand that I just didn't understand growing up. I was like, what the hell is Tisa? But even though I didn't understand it, I just knew that I wanted it. I didn't even see rappers besides Big Sean wearing it, and it wasn't the fact that Big Sean was wearing it. I actually, as you know, growing up, I actually liked the way the Tisa looked on the side of the hat. That just, it made it look cool. You know what I'm saying? I just saw it on Tumblr and shit, and I saw it on the internet, and I would see it on Google Images, and I just knew that it was really expensive. They were like $100 hats, Mitchell & Ness hats, or I don't know if it was Mitchell & Ness or not. I mean, Alex can correct me in the comments if he's watching this right now. Right, so again, it's the whole Tisa look, right? It's having that Tisa hat, and you gotta have that logo on the side for this kit. And if you really want to take it that far, and basically if you really want to look like Big Sean during the time, you would have the sweater that basically said Tisa right across from it. And when it came to your pants, I mean, there were so many options, right? Because there were a lot of different looks that were popping up during the time. This might have been right before True Religions got hot, and right before the commercialization of Japanese raw denim. And then you would have stuff like the Baby Milo denim that looked something like this. You would have the Red Monkey stuff that would pop in and out. Then you would have the Evisu stuff that would pop in and out. But more importantly, you would have the BBC, right? You would have Billionaire Boys Club by Pharrell, Nigo, the running dog on the pants. I still consider this look to be kind of squished into the swag boy era. And it does get a little cloudy and a little bit confusing, because this look in particular might be an evolution. And also, this look might be kind of like the rich boy, swag boy look, right? Because the example I'm giving in this this meme here is that he pretty much has Louis Vuitton Dons on, or whatever Louis Vuitton Kanye West collaboration sneaker that is, the name of it, so to speak. I mean, this look this is Big Sean, right? But again, he made a lot of people dress in a certain way. But if I were to absolutely self-reflect on this whole swag boy era, is that this era was for sure 1000% an era of if you know, you know, right? If you didn't know, you wouldn't understand it, right? If you didn't know who New Boyz was then and now, you're like, what the hell are you doing? Like, why do you have checkerboard pants on? You talk about the whole running dog on a pants, Tisa on a hat, you know, spending $100 on a hat, which was unheard of back then, especially being in your teenage years. It's like, if you knew what it was, it's like, yo, he's got what he's got on, right? And if you're probably thinking to yourself, well, that's the same thing as now. If you know, you know about streetwear. No, that's not what it is, right? Streetwear now is so far past being commercialized that everybody knows about it. It's no surprise anymore. There's no, you know, secret sauce. There's no magic, right? But here, this is the pre-form, and this is, I keep saying, it's like the Stone Age hypebeast. It's like a lot of the guys that participated in this look had no idea what they were doing. They were just seeing stuff on Tumblr. They were just seeing stuff on Google Images, like, oh, that's kind of cool, I might do this, which collectively came together as these particular looks during the time. And quite honestly, these people got made fun of. They definitely, for sure, got made fun of back then. That's a fact, right? But looking back on it, it's fun to look back on it. It's like, it's silly looking back at the checkerboard pants, but it actually happened. Alright, I think that pretty much wraps it up for this video. If you can, comment below and let me know if you enjoyed this type of content. I will definitely, I mean, I'm already kind of keeping it going anyway. This is a part of the series for these starter kit videos that we're doing here on Keezy TV. And let me know in the comments, were you a part of this era? Were you not a part of this era? If you weren't a part of it, do you think that this is like the weirdest shit you've ever seen in the world? Like, I really want to know what the newer generation, you know, looks at this as, especially if you didn't grow up with it, you know what I mean? Anyways, closing this video out, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys and girls keep it locked from clothing, music to culture. It is your boy Keezy. I'll see you next time. Peace.
You want to do, and it's just gonna take a minute, but it's gonna work out. Like if you try to cut corners and you put costumes on to do shit, yeah, you gonna get straight, but at what cost? You know what I'm saying? And how you feel when you do this shit for you, 100% for you. You could grind and stay up for 5 or 6 days and not really be tired because it's for you.